Oh, buddy, welcome back. I'm the Strategy Professor. We're looking at a coaching session here between, or of GP, and it's GP versus Fizz mid lane. I believe this is a silver game. Now, this is David G from the chat, for people that are familiar with the channel. Maul in the game. So I was just talking to the stream a little bit. You didn't miss much level 1. Got Fizz's flash, though, which is nice. Master Yi's probably not going to gank you too much early. Who died? Okay, Teemo traded kills top. Alright. And this is patch 8.23, so first patch of the preseason. The patch of the Dark Harvest. Probably gonna, it's been nerfed twice already, probably gonna get nerfed again next patch. Fortunately, GP is not really affected by that. That is an interesting rune build, though. I didn't see which runes you took. Which runes did you take, if you can type it in chat? So you have Electrocute. I mean, I feel like Dark Harvest could be good on GP, too. I mean, it's pretty much good on everybody, if you want to go for that. If you don't go Klepto or Grasp, maybe Dark Harvest is a thing. I feel like Electrocute's kind of hard to proc. I mean, I guess in all-ins you can proc it, but it feels like his pattern is just like walk up and cue him in the face. I don't think that the Klepto buff is actually that great for GP. Just because of his trading pattern, you're not going to be able to hit people twice to proc it a lot of the time. But I do like, I like Ultimate Hunter, and something I've been playing around with more and more champions is going the secondary if you have a really powerful ult, Presence of Mind, and coup de grace. I don't know if that's what you went, but that plus Ultimate Hunter, you could get those ults down to a pretty low cooldown. He has a really powerful ult. Another reason for Dark Harvest also, and once again, this may not apply in 8.24, so we'll see. Good pressure, by the way, just nice standard pressure against Fizz. He can't really do a lot to fight you back early, although you are running a little out of mana. Another benefit of that is your ult, because it's damage over time, you can potentially get resets on a bunch of people in fights with the ult. Ooh. Oh, nice orange. Oh, he got trolled. I like it. That was great. Mana flow. Okay, so he was trying to get... David's talking to me in the chat. If you're just watching the standalone video. So he was trying to get Dark Harvest, and he just like misclicked it or something, and it didn't save. So, okay, that makes sense. So he's going Cheap Shot, Poro, Ravenous. I would definitely consider doing Ultimate Hunter, just because he has like a global, like really powerful ult. And you can get that... So, you know, one reason it's a powerful ult, but because it's global, you can actually get those kills and assists on everyone across the map, you know, a little bit faster than you might otherwise be able to do it during the laning phase. So that's another really good thing for Ultimate Hunters, because obviously you want unique kills and assists so that you get more cooldown on your ult. The Ravenous Hunter does help you get through the laning phase. They did nerf it, though. Early on, it's only 1.5% heal. Now, it is nice later with barrels, but they don't have any poke damage. I guess they have Ezreal, but, like, Fizz is not going to be poking you out. I feel like Ravenous is really for, like, more of a war of attrition. You know, if you're taking light trades with people. I would definitely consider Ulti Hunter. Cheap Shot's interesting. If you want the sustain, maybe Taste of Blood instead of Ravenous Hunter. If you want a little more sustain, you could trade Cheap Shot for Ravenous Hunter. Cheap Shot is good, though, if you land the barrel or during your ult. But I'm just saying, if you like a little more sustain, you could get the Taste of Blood, and that would trigger off your Qs. And then that would open up to take Ulti Hunter. And it's a tough call. I mean, you play GP a lot more than I do. Having something like Transcendence is pretty nice. Obviously, Mana Flow Band is very nice. So those two on GP, you know, maybe Presence of Mind is just too cute and coup de grace. That's coup de grace for people that are looking at it in the, I think that's a French term in the skill tree. But that would refund mana on assists, and it would also give you more ults. Okay, I mean, maybe David says that Ravenous Hunter ended with 5,000 total healing. But how much of that is, like, overhealing? I don't know if it counts overhealing or not. I mean, it's up to you. It's just a thought. Feels like, for me, it's good for light trades. Devious in chat also asks, do I think that new Overgrowth is a buff? Or it's probably a buff, but I think it's still bad. I think the Resolve tree is actively pretty bad right now after the changes on most champs. One-shot memes. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, you can get those, anything that has a damage over time component to it. I think GP doesn't, his Trial by Fire bleeds, right? Like, it does true damage over, like, 3 seconds or something. Anything with a damage over time is good with Dark Harvest, because Dark Harvest resets every time you get a kill for a second and a half. And as of right now, any additional damage that you do triggers it again. So you can actually proc it, like, multiple times in fights. So that's part of what makes it so strong. And it's very common in a team fight to get at least 2 procs off. I would ping this. I don't know if you pinged it or not, but they're about to dive. We saw them both going down river. I don't know if they probably would have died anyways. That was a good fear, but... Good lord! The outplay. Oh god. Well, that was rough. Yeah, I guess it was worth throwing down. Maybe ulting a little faster. It probably wouldn't have mattered, honestly. You would have gotten an assist, though. That was a pretty good play by Fiddle. Okay. So, I don't know. It probably won't matter next patch, but to me, it kind of would make sense to run it on GP. So it's not just that it does high burst, it's that it resets and does, like, pretty good sustained damage, too. But... Yeah, so the people are asking sort of about the Resolve tree. What are you getting here? Standard, yeah, freaking Trinity, it's good. You're still up CS. Now, be aware that he just got a lot stronger off those 2 kills. He probably can't all-in you yet, but you might have to get tabbies this game. I don't know. I mean, I know it, like, you always want to get the Ionians on GP, but if he gets, like, 1 more kill, you're probably going to have to get tabbies. Yeah. I mean, we'll see. Like, you try it out and see what you think. I think they're going to change it on the next patch, though. Their word on the street is they're nerfing it from 40 damage to 20 early. So it's not going to be as strong early. That's realistically what it should have been to begin with. Because it also stacks and has 2 ratios on it. So it's got base damage, AD, AP, and, like, a stacking mechanic when you use it more than once. So it's got, like, triple scaling, and it resets. Like, it just does too much. But we'll see how it goes. I mean, they nerfed Airy, like, 3 times also, and it still is a go-to rune on a lot of champs. Hey, Benjamin, we are still in promos. We are 0-1 in our promos right now. And we're going to get back to that after this coaching. David generously donated 20 for us to do a coaching video for him real quick, and that's what we're doing. Watching some GP action. Coaching's cool because I get to comment on different champs too, so people that have an interest in, you know, non-supports or supports I don't commonly play can hear sort of my thoughts on different situations with those champs, so... I think coaching's great content, even though it doesn't get as much views as, like, my guides and tier lists and things like that. I think it's still, like, really good for people that are very interested in trying to improve, so. Okay, Fizz disappeared. I think you pinged missing. It's tough for me to tell with kind of this overlay here. Yeah, I know you're watching this down here, but... Okay. Well, y'all got him. You got him good. I don't know if that was worth the ult, but maybe. I mean, they were calling for it. And it wasn't as real, so he is slippery. Alright. Why is he... Oh, he got I. Okay, so he disappeared and went up here. I must have missed that. I think GP is definitely stronger on this patch than he has been in a while. Because you have a longer laning phase, you get more time to kind of chill and farm up before you get like 5 people to sit on you in lane. So I think a lot of kind of the scaling champs, especially ones that aren't like that bad in lane, like GP's not that bad in lane, definitely benefited. Nice, one more. Oh god. Okay, Zen got him. Okay, yeah, just push as hard as you can. Alright, so Fizz is on 3 kills, just got his Lich Bane. So yeah, I would probably say Tabby, or maybe if you get like Sterix next, something defensive. This is a replay. Yeah, so I usually only coach replays on the channel. Main reason for that is you get full control over what I'm watching. If we do it live and you get a troll game or whatever, you know, your mid laner goes 0-5 and AFKs. Unfortunately, that's what, just because of, I try to make it like probably around $20 an hour, which is reasonable. Sometimes coaching sessions are a little faster than that, but anyways, if it's live, we wouldn't have time to go watch other games. That's the thing. And so if it's like a replay, like, you know it's going to be a quality game that you want me to see, that you want me to, you know, try to help you out with. So that's the main reason. Because I don't want, like, I want you to get good value for your money, right? For your donation. I don't want it to be wasted by some kid that's trolling. Or maybe you don't get your favorite champion. Maybe he wanted me, you know, to really look at a GP game, because that's his favorite champ, but maybe, you know, GP got banned. Or if we did live, maybe GP would get banned. Or maybe it would be a really bad matchup where he wouldn't normally pick GP. So, it just gives you control over the kind of thing that you're seeing. So that it's usually, like, it's just what, you know, it's what you want to see. You know, some people like to show me winning games. Some people like to show me losing games. Some people like to show really close games. Some people just like to show off a game they did very well that they're really proud of. So people have different reasons for, you know, donating for coaching sessions. And so it just gives the most creative control. So that's why I really like replays versus live. Although I can talk about them live, like we're doing now. Alright, we'll speed this up just a little bit here. Is Luck, Charles in chat asks, is Luck's support worth? I personally don't think so. I know there are people that love Lux on the channel. Nice, okay. Oh, it's getting close. Oh, nice dodge. Oh, yes. I was like fist bumping that one. That was a nice play. So the fish still hits you even though you oranged it, but I think it removed the slow. So you're able to better dodge. And you dodged at least one of the E's there. That was really nice. Great outplay, even without any MR. I thought for sure you were going to die when he got that close and you didn't have MR. That was good. Yeah, so the reason I mean, poke supports are good right now. Like poke AP supports because of Dark Harvest. And just because laning matters so much more. And pushing. And usually supports like that, like Vel'Koz, Lux, Serath, stuff like that, it usually has really good wave clear and really good pressure under towers, and that is very good right now in this meta. But so she's viable. I just think there are better choices. Like I would just prefer to play Zyra. But I've been beat by some Luxes, and you know. She's certainly, I'll say this, she's more respectable than she has been in a long time right now as support. But I still think, just because she doesn't, like, you need AP to scale with her. Okay, that's good. She doesn't have a lot of like innate extra damage. Her passive, if you land the autos, does give you a little bit of extra damage, but she needs a mana item, and she doesn't have as much base damage as some of the other champs, especially early on. So like Zyra has her plants, Brand has his passive, Vel'Koz, or Brand has his burn, Vel'Koz has his, you know, organic stacks or whatever. So all these champions are very good Leandri's users. Oh, that fear though. Nice. Oh god, scary. Yeah, the slow doesn't affect him. So that was probably just like a panic ult there. Yeah, I probably would have just held on to that one. Let me look at this again. How'd you get slowed? Let's see what's going on. Okay, so y'all need to be careful though, because like Zen and Illaoi are not there. So it's going to be 3 on whatever, and no one else is in these lanes. So it's highly likely to be a 3 on 4 or a 3 on 5. You don't have your flanks warded. Okay, so you weren't slow, the Fizz was. Alright. Nice. I would have just at least started fighting him. Like, you're probably gonna die, but at least you would get him a little lower, so maybe Lucian could kill him. So, like, if you did an extra 200 damage to him, I mean, they got him anyways, but maybe they get him faster. But I think overall, just don't push if you don't have enough people. If there's a good chance they could have more people there than you, especially if you don't have wards on your flanks, then you really want to just chill. I know y'all are pretty far ahead and you just got Dragon and everything, and you're like hype, you know, wanting to push, but sometimes people on your team are out of position. You know, like the Illaoi and the Zen probably should have been there, but they weren't. Hey, thanks, Steven. I appreciate it, buddy. There is a 30-second delay on the stream, too, and usually I am trying to comment and focus a lot on games, so, you know, if I delay, like, answering a question in chat, hopefully people don't get offended by that. I do try to answer all the questions if I can, but depending on how many people are talking and how intense the game is, it can take a second. I need to circle back around. I just leave it alone. Okay, so now Yi's getting really fed. Like, as soon as you buy your Merc Treads, then their AD, you know, hyperscaling assassin, I guess, which is basically what Yi is, ends up getting fed. What are you getting Ghostblade next? Yeah, I wouldn't try both of them. I might go Sterix next. I don't know. I'm a sucker for Sterix. I think it's so good. Even though you don't have Grasp. I don't know. Ghostblade's really good too. It's a tough call. Ghostblade's obviously the more offensive option. I would say if you're planning on split pushing a lot, Ghostblade maybe. But you can probably split against this Teemo. Oh yeah. Yeah, he has a pretty anemic build right now, so he's still pretty low. Now, once again, be careful though, because everyone's out of position. You know Nautilus is bot, but like, this is pretty strong. And Juan says there was a Lux that got away all the time. Yeah, I mean Lux is very long range. If people like a long-range champ, you know, like that, I would recommend Vel'Koz if you want something longer range than Zyra. He's a bit harder to play than Lux, but think his mana costs are a lot more manageable. Like, you don't need a mana item on Vel'Koz, because, like, his Q is, like, 50 mana or something. And that true damage is really good against tanks, even though people aren't playing tanks very much right now. Okay, what'd you get? Got, Ghostblade. Okay. Ghostblade does help you farm better, too. Like, power farms. It gives you more AD and the penetration and things like that. I'm trying to think if the, what is it, the Veil of Night or whatever, the thing that gives you the spell protection. That would be worth it? Probably not. It'd probably just something like Stairs would be better. I was just thinking, like, if Nautilus tries to target you in a fight with ult, but he's probably not going to hit you. He's probably going to use it on, like, Zen. Okay, nice. I'm not sure if you... I don't think you've got any control wards yet, so make sure you always have a control ward on the map. Unless I just didn't see it. If you did and I just didn't see it, my bad, but... it feels like the map's been pretty dark. Let me see. Where was... How were you positioned in that fight? Oh, you were down there pushing. Okay. Let's see. You do have TP. But... And he's basically dead. I don't think you can TP to a blue ward. Could TP over here, but... I would have probably just kept pushing there, just because, like, Fiddle's gonna get caught and die. So, like, I think you have two options. Either you teleport in immediately on this wave, or you keep pushing. I would have pushed one more wave, and then probably backed in one of these bushes. Just to put a little more pressure on bot tower. But yeah, just, like, running up river there is kind of, like, halfway, you know, like, sort of pushing, but sort of trying to rotate. And I think you just have to be more crisp with your decision. I think either one is, like, okay. But I think that going halfway is definitely something you don't want to do. So I would have probably just kept... Usually if someone gets caught immediately and dies, you shouldn't TP into that. So I would have probably just pushed more until you saw them break up and, like, leave here. How long was this game? I don't think it's that much longer. Probably, like, maybe 10 more minutes or so. Stream time. Oh, you wanted to go back to protect tier 2. I would have kept pushing anyways and just make them commit, and then, like, if you had to teleport, you could. Or, like, say... You ulted that, right? In the middle of that fight. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense, but... I would have probably still kept pushing, because you have TP. Like, if they're really going for it, you can always TP onto it. You know? Because, like, if you're walking up without TP and they really hard commit to this tower, like, they're going to cut you off, like, right here, or right here, right? Like, you're not going to have access to this tower anyways, unless you teleport. So, given that, I think I would have just hard pushed. Like, there's a really high probability they're just going to back up after that fight if they see you pushing bottom. I think TP's still really good. Even after the cancellation nerf. Okay. GP, or, Yi. Nice. Okay. Yeah, Yi's pretty much all that matters right now, I think. I mean, Fizz matters a little bit too, but... Usually Fizz kills one person and then dies. That was a good fight. I don't know about... Against Ezreal? Like, he's gonna be poking the whole time if you guys try to Baron. I wouldn't Baron this. Just push the lanes up, I think. Yeah, they definitely needed to nerf TP in some way. Especially at pro-level play, like... Nah, I wouldn't do this. I mean, maybe y'all get it. Okay, Ezreal's not moving. Okay. I think it was really risky, but because Ezreal's, like, not doing anything, I feel like if Ezreal came over there with Fizz, that would have been real bad, but he didn't get the memo, I guess. So, it worked out. Like, poke champions are so rough in the Baron picks. They're just going to keep sitting there, throwing poke at you, and then, you know, he could throw his ult in there, potentially. Like, he had his ult. And then some people are going to try to commit to the poke champion. Some people are going to stay on Baron. It just creates a lot of confusion. So I think if Ezreal played that better, that would have been really dangerous, but it ended up working out. Yeah, I like the way they changed it to where it punishes bad TP usage, but it's still good if you use it well. It was just forcing too many non-fights, especially at high-level play, where you could, like, TP and then cancel. And so many games were, like, determined by TP. And lower elo. It was just a little too good. So I like what they did. They made it channel faster, though, too. So if you are using it well, if you're picking a good fight, you're going to get there faster. So that's good. But overall, I like the change. I thought it was good. It basically gives you a free laning phase, too. Like, even if you fall behind early, someone pokes you out, you just TP back to lane. A lot of the times you don't miss CS, so it's like kind of almost a must-have late game to do quality macro, and it's a get-out-of-jail-free card early, and it can, like, stop fights across the map without any sort of commitment, because you could just cancel it. So I think it was just, like, too many things that it did well. So I think they took away, like... Let me go back. There's a lot of stuff going on there. Okay, so it's okay to fight this, I think. Maybe. Ideally, you're letting Fiddlestick start fights, but you all do have Baron, so... Okay. Yeah, I think running up that far is a bit risky. Y'all are very low, too. Okay, nice. Yeah. Okay, well, that was good. I like going back and trying to peel the, Oh, we got him! Nice. So yeah, stepping up that far I think was a bit risky. Did he ult you? I don't... I'll just look at one final thing here. He didn't ult you, right? You voluntarily just stepped up before? Look and see. What was going on there? Were you just trying to poke somebody with a Q? Let me slow this down a little bit here. Oh, you hit him with a barrel, so you're trying to get that auto in. Oh, you're going for Ezreal. Yeah, I think that was too risky. If anything, I would just hit the Nautilus. Like, hitting the barrel is good, but you don't want to go that far out. Okay. We'll just... That all works. Okay. Reset, so... Yeah, I think if anything, you know, I would just maybe hit the Nautilus a little bit. I know he's the tank and he has a ton of armor, but you just can't... You just can't run past the tank line as GP, I don't think, even if it's like to try to hit. Oh, okay. Oh, Luce ran away from the team when he was on him. Should I have committed to the Luce or the other members? Okay, I'll go back and look. My instinct was turning around and going for Yi was probably correct, but maybe you need to stay closer to, like, Zen or something like that. Wait, what is this? How did I don't know how I pulled that up over there, but... I don't know what... Okay, I'll have to figure that out later. Okay, let's turn that down. Alright, we'll look one more time here and slow it down. I don't know how I toggled all this up. Must have pressed a button. That shroom is pretty gross. Yeah, I think I was correct to go for Yi, because no one else was really available. Like, Teemo's just hanging out over here. You know, it was like Nautilus was left. Ezreal you're not going to get to. So yeah, I think that was correct. You were kind of zoned out here by a lot of the stuff going on. So yeah, I think that was correct to switch over and try to help with the Yi. Because if Yi came back in and got resets on some of these other low people, it would have been really bad. Stormrazor. I don't know. I might go Sterix here. Like, Stormrazor is nice for that first hit. I know that you really don't like Sterix that much. I still think Sterix is, like, just straight overpowered. It just gives you so much extra defense and offense. Like, you barely have 2100 health. I think Yi's almost going to kill you just off of Alpha Strike. Like, the effective health that you get off of Sterix is just insane. You get, like, 400 base, and then it's like another 400 or something minimum. Like, you get 33% more health in addition to getting like some decent AD. Nice. Now the one-shot potential with Sterix or with Stormrazor is immense, but alright, let's just keep pushing up middle here. I mean, it's up to you. You know, you are trading some defense for offense, but I think the main thing I would be scared about right now is just getting one shot from like Fizz or potentially even Yi. If he gets like, I guess he doesn't have any crit right now. His build's pretty bad. Now Baron's gonna be up in 50 seconds, so that would be definitely, I don't know if you have one of these control wards on the map is yours right now, but definitely try to get a control ward down there. Like, you don't need Corrupting Potion at this point in the game, you know? Like, it's nice, but, like, using that slot to have more control wards to get vision over Baron, especially with someone like Fiddlesticks, is going to be a higher priority. Because, I mean, that's the game. You know, if you have vision over them and Fiddlesticks gets to ult in and, you know, kill one or two of them, or at least set them up for the rest of your team to kill them, like, you just win the game off of that at this point. You just get Baron and just march it up middle. So, like, that's way more powerful than having, like, you know, a couple hundred more effective health in a 10-second fight, right, with Corrupting Potion. So, I would definitely sell Corrupting Potion and keep a control ward on the map. I mean, that ward doesn't sound like much, but it's so huge at this point, especially with a Fiddlesticks. Alright, so you got ult here. Okay, good. Yeah, Yi. Nice. Okay, good. He's probably dead. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, just try to... I don't know. Like, it's so hard against these annoying poke champions to get that Baron. Fizz is splitting too. Fail. Okay. Please don't come back over here, Ezreal. God, if he just ulted this pit right now and like came in here, he's so late on that. If he just committed more to coming over here and harassing, like, a lot of this is this Ezreal is not contesting these Barons. I mean, he's almost full. Oh, I guess not full. He's like half health. You have no way to gap close on him, really, if he stays max range and just keeps tossing Qs. So he's pretty much giving you two Barons right now by taking too long to ult and not hovering around the pit spamming Qs. I would get Sterix over Maw. Because Sterix is going to help you against... David asked, should he get Sterix or Maw? Because Sterix... I mean... Maw does help you against Teemo Shrooms, but Sterix helps you against Yi. And Teemo Shrooms are annoying, but Sterix helps you against Teemo and Yi. Awesome, thanks Miguel. Yeah, and thanks for playing with us. Sorry we kind of put you up against, put you in the meat grinder there. I think you were up against, weren't you against Roach or something? Like a diamond level player, basically. Game 1. Sometimes that happens on Viewers Night. We get a couple of disparities in some of the matchups, but I'm glad you had a lot of fun. It was really cool having you out there. Nice. Okay, good. Yeah, I like that you're really focused on, like, taking Yi out every fight, because I think he really is the difference. Like, if he dies, I'm pretty sure you just win. But if he stays up, it can be really hard if he gets reset, so... Yeah, you got plenty of time. Just take your time. Don't take too many tower shots. You guys should just be able to walk it in. Nice. Okay. Alright, yeah, y'all got it. Okay, good. Okay, so pretty good game overall. I wish I knew how to get rid of this thing. Okay, there we go. Perfect. I just must have hotkeyed it somehow. Trying to recap. So definitely control wards. Switch that out for later. You said the electrocute was probably a mistake. I would try Dark Harvest on this patch and then just kind of reevaluate on 824. I still think Grasp. I don't know, because like they got rid of Chrysalis. I'd have to study what other GPs are doing. I still think even after the nerf to Dark Harvest, it might be worth considering. I would maybe try out the build with the Dark Harvest and then just see what you think if you go Ultimate Hunter and then secondary, like Presence of Mind and Coup de Grace. You might need the mana too much on GP to do that. If you gotta have mana flow, I'm trying to think if there's anything else you could do. Ares probably. I guess you could go like Klepto. That would at least give you mana biscuits early for the mana. And it would give you mana pots and things like that. And then you could go for like something like Coup de Grace plus Presence of Mind. I don't know. I'd have to tinker with it. I've been trying that with Zyra lately, the Presence of Mind plus Ultimate Hunter, and you get so many ultimates, especially if you have a high impact ult like GP. That can be really nice, especially with Dark Harvest. So I think while Dark Harvest is hot, I would maybe try the build. I don't know. A lot of it, like I said, just comes down to the mana management early. But that's just something to think about. I do think if you want to go into this tree, though, right now Dark Harvest is the thing to reevaluate later. So definitely control wards, consider Dark Harvest. We talked about the specific team fight. I think you were right to prioritize Yi every fight. Make sure he goes down. The rotation that one time, I would have just hard committed to split pushing there for another wave, maybe 2. And then if you need to go back, teleport, because they're not going to let you walk back into that lane if they're hard pushing. And I think that was about it in terms of maybe just communicate with pings when Fizz is missing more. You may have done that. I can't remember precisely, but because he did roam a couple of times. You shouldn't chase him, but just let your team know that he's coming and then, you know, drop your ults kind of like you did whenever possible. There are a couple of times where you could have optimized your ult usage a bit more. You kind of had that panic ult when he was chasing you. There are a couple other ones that really didn't contribute that much. You know, there's always ways you can, you know, work on that kind of in hindsight and think about it. Itemization, I still think that Sterix, like, second or third item could potentially be really good. I mean, Sterix is disgusting. Like, let me pull it up here real quick. I mean, they did nerf it to where it's not as good as Trinity as it used to be, for sure. Because now it gives you, like, bonus AD and base AD. It, like, splits it. As opposed to when it used to just give you all base AD. I know we've had this conversation before, but I'll just pull it up again. I think it might only have one R, yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, it's pretty gold inefficient without its passives, but not including the shield that you get. It's 121% gold efficient. Oh, that's on Alawi, so it's probably somewhere near 100% on GP. I don't know what his base AD is. But either way, like, yeah, you get a 400 to 800 shield. So when you get the second item, it's probably going to be level 9 or level 10. The values are sort of skewed there, looking sort of weird. I can't count all that, but it's probably like a 700 or an 825 shield, something like that. So, I mean, it gives you like 1150 effective health in a fight. Because that shield stays up for quite a while. I mean, it does start decaying a little bit at 0.75, but, like, it's so much. I mean, it's like 1,000 extra health, you know, in an all-in situation. Especially in this meta right now where so much of the game is burst. Like, they're not going to trigger this with Poke, probably. They could with Ezreal, in theory. But most of the time, it's going to get triggered because Fizz is all-inning you or Yi is all-inning you. And so you get almost all of that shield as effective health. And I mean, that's like 50% more health. You know, even like without the Sterix, you were sitting at almost like 2,000 or 2,100 health is what it looked like at 4 items. You know, and with this, it gives you like almost 1,000 extra health to play around with, and gives you 50% of base attack damage is bonus attack damage. So it's probably going to give you like 40 AD or something like that. Now, they didn't have a lot of CC. Getting the extra CC is nice, but it's just like, this is just, it's just so hard to kill somebody with Sterix. But, okay. Yeah, I think Klepto, hold on, let me see what pro builds are doing here. I mean, if you do get it to where you can Q somebody and then auto attack them, then you do get, you can get double procs off. Some people are going for that really, like, hard damage build. We're still taking health second. Revitalize and bone plating. I mean, maybe in a really hard matchup. I don't know. They did nerf Time Warp Tonic. Which is pretty annoying. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I'd have to study it and see, but yeah, most people are going Klepto, and it looks like a lot of people are going Resolve second for the bone plating. And Revitalize. There's a mixture. Some people are going Trinity Sterix, and some people are going Trinity, you know, into other things. Trinity Ghost or Trinity Stormrazor. It probably just depends on the matchup. A couple people are trying out the Dark Harvest. Spirit Visage. Been very matchup specific. Yeah, there's a lot of Sterix, second or third item floating around. We've had that conversation before. You know, just see how you feel about it. But I still think that Sterix is really abusive on GP. But anyways, that's going to be it. Thank you very much. Hopefully that helps you out a little bit, David. We did talk about some specific micro things and just sort of some bigger order stuff. But just for context, like I said before, I've coached David probably like, you know, over 6 GP videos before, so we've rehashed a lot of this stuff before. It is the preseason, so stuff has changed, but hopefully that'll help you out a little bit. But yeah, that's going to be it, so thank you very much. The stream's going to continue, so stay tuned for that. Anyone else that's just watching the standalone video, if you would like a coaching session, you can just email me at thestrategyprofessor@gmail.com. We can set that up. Remember, it's just $20 off stream or $25 on stream. If you're a PayPal member, $5 off, so 15 off stream or 20 on stream. You can find information for how to become a member in the description. I'll have a link. It's just $5 a month. It's like a quarter a day. If you're doing a coaching session, it's basically free because you get $5 off if you join versus PayPal, and it's $5 a month. So it's basically free membership if you do a coaching session and you want to sign up for it. And you also get access to our members-only Discord, so it's really fun, chill environment. You don't have to worry about stalkers or weirdos. You know, you can talk about your day or funny games that you had, or, you know, share some cute pet pictures or something. You know, whatever you want to do. There are lots of great conversations going on the Discord. Come play with us every Sunday for Viewers Night. We've been doing Viewers versus Viewers, where I jump in and we mix up the teams. It's a lot of fun. Sometimes we do Viewers versus random people in normals games, so it's usually a great time. We get on the voice comms. It's a lot of fun on Discord. And then also, if I have a 30-minute dodge during the week, you can hop on the PBE with me for a quick game, and we can try out some of the different stuff that's going on. So that's always a good time as well. But anyways, that's going to be it for the video. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. Hit that bell button so you get those notifications. And I'll see everyone next time. Have a great day.